Good morning. From a very imperfect setup, I feel not right about this angle or this framing, but I'm just going with it. I'm going to take a sip. Warning for people who hate sips. Just skip a bit. Sip is complete. I am heavy on the hydration today because I'm just reaching over to get some hand cream. I am about to leave for a rehearsal this afternoon. It's 1:23 now, and I'm doing a Christmas carol service at my church next week. It's next weekend, and we're rehearsing today with the band for the first time, which is exciting. I'm singing in it, and I'm also helping a bit with like the staging and stuff, which has been really fun. I'm really enjoying it. And that role this morning involved making a sock doll out of, apologies for the banging, my cat is banging all of the cupboard doors, and I did shut her in there, but then she started meowing, which was louder. I should maybe shut her out of there, would be better, there being the kitchen. I did give her a treat, which I thought was what she wanted, but clearly that is not it because she is still banging. I'm just going to shut my door. Hang on a second. Yeah, so I've gone for the locking her out of the kitchen technique, and we'll see if that works. Another sip. Anyway, I had to make a baby Jesus doll this morning. There we go. Out of a spare sock that I had lying about, and also lots of scraps of yarn, which was really good. I've been saving, like, in these little bags, just like anytime I cut off a snip of yarn, I just stuff it in here, and I didn't really have a purpose for it, so I was a little bit, I'm just trying to not throw it away. And I thought one day I'm going to have to like stuff a pillow or like a toy or something, and then I'm going to have stuffing material, and I won't have to like go out and buy something synthetic. And this is my baby Jesus doll wrapped in a little blanket. It's quite small, the actual doll itself, because it's just a single lost sock that lost its pair I had lying around, but the blanket is quite hefty, so it's a good hold. I think it'll work for our Mary. Yeah, and that's just my little sock doll. I just stuffed it, and then I tied around the neck and then just knotted off the bottom. If anyone else needs to make a sock doll for a Christmas carol service, I've got you covered. I tried to use like a similar coloured string to the sock to tie the neck, so it didn't look like we were strangling baby Jesus, and I think, I mean, from far away you cannot tell, so hopefully that doesn't disturb our Mary too much. So that was this morning's activity, but I've come over here because I need to do my skincare and do my face makeup, and I thought that I might do that in the camera, which is unusual for me, but I thought I'd give it a go. So let's talk. I've already put on my face. I washed it. Also, my hair is like halfway between drying. I also washed my hair today. It's a big day. I have actually not been out on a walk yet today, and it's past noon, so that was a conscious breaking of the streak, because I last night was just so tired after another sip. I was so tired after the Christmas Carol show. I was just so tired, and I was like, I'm just going to turn off all my alarms, which I actually failed to do. I have 3 alarms usually. I have like a sunlight one that wakes me up, and then a radio that turns on, and then my phone alarm goes off, and I actually can't remember which one I forgot to turn off, but I do remember being woken up at 7 o'clock this morning by something, and then turning it off and immediately going back to sleep. So that's that scenario. Yeah, anyway, so I decided to sleep in this morning, and I slept until 10, and I can't remember the last time I slept until 10. I think, yeah, I have a slight feeling that my body's been fighting off some sort of infection this week, because I've just felt so tired, and I have also been staying up late and all that sort of stuff. So I slept with this morning, and then I sat in bed and did some knitting, which was nice, and watched some YouTube videos and read a book. So that's what I did. And now it is 1:29 and I have got to get ready because we have to be there for 3 and I'm trying to leave here at 2 so that I can hopefully like get a bit of a walk in, do something where I like will get a bus part of the way and then walk part of the way, because if I walk all the way I think it's like a 45-minute walk, which actually if I leave at 2 should be fine, so maybe I'll do that, but I'm unlikely to actually leave at 2. Anyway, that's what we're aiming for. So, showered, washed my hair, which is partially dry, and I'm now letting it air dry a bit, and then I'll finish drying it with my diffuser, which I love. And then I'm going to tell you what I did after that. I used this serum, which is from the Body Shop, and it's called the Edelweiss Daily Serum Concentrate. I like it. It's like not too sticky, which I appreciate, but I bought it because I got a little tester free with something, and I really liked it. I remembered really liking it, that I was using something else, finishing it up, and then I was like, when I finish this up, I'll buy a bigger size of that one. And I don't actually like it as much as I remember liking it, so I think when this is full I might go back to the one that I was using before, but it's fine. It's relatively moisturising. I just have very dry and very sensitive skin, so like finding things that help and also that feel good, because I am just like sensorily challenged with things that touch my body, so it being not sticky is a huge plus. And then I use this eye cream, which I'm gonna attempt to put on using the viewfinder instead of a mirror. I guess this is how the beauty YouTubers do it. And then I dropped the cap on the floor. That's an important part of the process. And this is the Brighten eye cream from the Inky List, I think is what they're called. And I picked this because it looked the most simple and it was also not that expensive, and I quite like it. I'd maybe repurchase it. When I first started using it, I loved it. Now occasionally it kind of stings a little bit, so I think actually I won't buy it again, but it's fine. It's a little eye cream. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of the sting now, so I wonder if that's, I don't know, it interacting with the serum or something. Then I have 2 face moisturizers. This one is the CeraVe or CeraVe, who knows, facial moisturizing lotion, which has SPF. And then this one is just like a random face cream that I got in a little set. So I'm just using it up. So I mix 2 pumps of this one with the SPF with like a little bit of this just to like use it up really. And that's what I'm gonna do. I also keep reaching over here because I have a little, this is my closet, and in my closet I have a little clear box that has all of my skincare stuff in it so that I can see it, so that I remember to use it. Because this has SPF in it, it tastes like sun cream, so I have to be very careful not to get it around my mouth, because then I will taste sun cream, which I hate. So, and then I also put it on my ears because I feel like they need a bit of love, and I do a bit of tapping just to pat it in, because I can be quite rigorous with my, as you can see, it becomes almost massagey, which I don't know if it's good for my skin or not, but that's what I do. And then I rub the excess into my hands, and then I was also going to do a little bit of makeup today, but I think I feel not ready to do that on camera because I'm a relatively new makeup person, and also a relatively new skincare person, to be honest. But I recently have found that I've been interested in learning more about how to create an intentional look on your face, which is something that I was just very, very bad at attempting any sort of makeup as a teenager, and also grew up in a kind of particular Christian environment where wearing makeup, or like excessive makeup, was definitely not like the done thing, and was attached to all sorts of complicated morality issues, which I no longer subscribe to. I think it's absolutely fine to make changes to your face if that's what would make you happy and feel most like yourself. I think I still agree with the fact that, you know, don't do it just to like look nicer or appeal to like people that maybe whose opinions you don't value, e.g. the patriarchy. But I have now lost my train of thought a little bit, but I think that if you want to put stuff on your face and it feels like it reflects what's inside of you that day, go off. That's what I'm trying to do anyway. So that's what I'm gonna do, but off camera, and then I'll show you the finished look. I'm also gonna go and let my cat back into the room so she can bang away at those cupboard doors to her heart's content. So it's 2:05 and I'm ready. Outfit wise, I'm not ready. Bag packed. Having eaten lunch wise, so that has to happen too. I'm really glad I didn't do that makeup on screen because one, I literally just did this, nothing else. Actually, that's not true. I also did a little bit of cheek tint, tiny. And the lip pencil that I was using broke like 3 times. And I also did it once, didn't like it, did it again. It was a whole thing. And also the whole time that was happening, Graham was like, I need help, I need this, I need blah, blah, blah. So all that's been dealt with. I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna go. I just had the idea that I think I can get a bus into town where there's like the Meadows, which is like a big park in Edinburgh, or a big meadow in Edinburgh, and from there I can walk to church, and that's like a slightly longer walk than what would usually be my bus stop to church walk, and it's through some greenery, so I feel like it ticks my walk boxes. So I think I still have time to do that, and I have not eaten, so I'm gonna like quickly eat some pasta and then probably have to do this again and then leave. Don't forget baby Jesus. Don't forget little baby Jesus, and then I will leave. So as you can tell from the lack of green space footage, I did not get to go on my little walk. I did, however, get to the rehearsal on time and without feeling like I had to rush too much, so that's a positive. Now I'm off back home. I'm ready for some dinner and a bit of knitting. And I'll catch you all tomorrow.